Yo, what up, guys? We are live. All right, so we had several changes of plan today, but I think we're still gonna have a good show. So the first plan was for Greg to debate Coach Whitepill, but then Coach Whitepill got sick, so we had to postpone that. So then I was gonna debate Red Pill Gorilla, but then he had a work emergency. So, but I got two exciting things I think we're gonna do. First one is I'm gonna get Indian P to come on. He's gonna be on in any like 5-10 minutes. So I think that should be a lot of fun. I'm also going to drop the link. Anyone come on, shoot the shit, ask questions. We'll do like kind of like a live Q&A. Also, I thought it'd be pretty fun. I don't know if you guys think. I felt like it would be pretty funny to call into the Fresh and Fit show because we got Rollo on there today and ask him why he's been dodging me for debates. So maybe we'll do that like in half an hour or so once the show gets going. But I think they're going to just hang up on me really fast, but I think it'll still be really, really funny if I can get through. All right. Banana student was been asked an astronaut pair. You have to pay to get called on. Oh, that's so fucking gay. You have to pay to ask questions. How much is it? I mean, if it's like $50 or $100, I'll do it. I feel like that would be such a waste of money though. They just hang up on me. Dude, you have to pay. I didn't know that. If you ever run into John in person, do you guys think we'll fight? I don't think we'll ever run into each other in person, but no, probably I don't think we would fight. Probably just ignore each other. How can I get a debate with Kyla? Just email me and we can set it up. Let me drop the link. There's a non-pay queue, but they only do from the pay queue if I recall correctly. Oh, that's so gay. That's so gay. Gayness factor 11 out of 10. How much? How much do you have to pay? Can someone tell me? Uh, Alex, got any idea why Malik was mean to everyone but me? Pity or probably pity? Yeah, that's an element. That's okay. Yeah, I'm moving in early next week. Uh, yeah, early next week, and yeah, I still have a lot of packing to do. All right, let me drop the link for people to join in. I think I'm down to pay like $50. They never asked anyone to. People never start paying 100 to 50 draw jump the law in the call and shows. Oh my fucking god! I gotta pay $100 just to troll Rollo. I feel like that's kind of sad. That kind of makes me less excited to do it. That's pretty gay. Oh no, I don't think I'll ever start doing that. I mean, I can see the capitalism argument, but at the end of the day, it's like you're already like making so much money off your audience.
Yo,
Yeah,
what's good?
what's going on?
Not much, not much. What's good with you?
Just chilling, bro. Just chilling. Kind of displeased that the debate didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. Wait, is RPG still coming on or no?
He said he had a work emergency. He said he can come on like 11. I'm like, dude, that's too late. I'm gonna be done by then.
Yeah, we got bamboozled today.
What's bamboozle?
Like, just so I was supposed to debate Coach Whitepill. He's sick. Then you were supposed to debate RPG. So I called bamboozled.
Oh yeah, that part was gay.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I think we'll do it next week. I think he said he's down to do next week.
Sounds good.
Oh look, we got who's this? Not Mal. What up?
How's it going, guys?
Yo.
What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I think I might do it. Although, what if I pay $100 and they don't have me on? Is it like guaranteed that if you pay, you get on?
Yo, I'll throw up for that for the call-in on Fresh. I'll donate to that.
It like breaks my heart to like give those guys money. That's
I know. It's sad.
It's just like going straight to like fucking funding Fresh's like fucking exotic car habit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, if I can guaranteed for $100 to get in, then I'll pay $100.
That's worth it. Yeah.
But they will hang out with you. Here's I know that's the part that kills me. I'm thinking of how I would start the call. I'll be like, okay, I hope you guys are not planning on hanging up on me. But then if I say that, they're just gonna hang up anyway.
Mine's gonna get triggered.
I just gotta like really cut to the point really fast. Like I just gotta be really like I really gotta like make my point in like 10 seconds. I think.
I think you should try it, man. Yeah, I think I
Rollo
really
pill.
think you should.
Well, I was 100% gonna do it before I found out that you have to pay to get on.
Yeah, it's
But
whack.
I'll still pay 100, but as long as I get to like say my piece, I don't want to pay $100 and then like fucking I don't get one worded. They probably won't even let you finish saying Rollo's name. I know, but that'll be more of like an indictment on them if they're like so scared to like just let me say my piece.
I know, right? Fucking Freshandfit.
I think if you paid, they probably would. You know, like, I don't see why they wouldn't. I think it would at least give you a chance, right?
Because the answer makes Rollo look bad, and then it makes them look bad by default.
True.
Because the answer is that he doesn't want to debate me. Yo, what up?
What up?
I'll go with
I'm
it.
here because I have a huge problem with Mal. Manvizio.
Oh, how's it going?
And I've
Ashley, how you
been
doing?
waiting to tell him.
What's up?
Oh, you guys know each other?
No, I'm totally kidding.
Oh,
I'm totally
Damn.
fucking kidding with you.
this big.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Just showing. I'm gonna see where they're at in terms of their show. If I can like start calling in now. Let me see.
I have a question, Alex. Do you
Yeah.
think Air Singh would debate me?
100%.
Oh,
I would totally be down to do a debate with him.
Mm.
He makes a
Yeah,
lot
I'd be
of
down for
pretty
that.
interesting points, I think, Erson. You know, I don't agree with everything he says, but I think he's valid on a lot of points.
I would like that. I think it would be really fun. And he and I were able to kind of have a tiny baby debate, and both of us were like good faith, and both of us like didn't spurg out. So I think it'd be a really good match.
True.
I mean,
Where's their saying?
for sure.
How could I
Let me-
set
let-
that up though?
Let me wait until let me give another 10 minutes until more people jump on, and then I'll call in.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
I
Oh,
found the number.
tonight?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well,
all right.
So
Wait, how much is it? It's $100 to call in, right?
I don't know. It just says it just gives the number. So I'm assuming you get instructions once you call in. I don't know how it works.
Interesting.
I just see a number on the screen. Like
Yeah, just ask Rollo if he wants to debate you if you get on.
Mr. Rollo
oh,
Tomassi.
that's not how that's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a little differently. But yeah.
This is great. I love it.
Rollo pill.
Oh man. So Coach Whitepill is sick? Is that what happened, Greg?
Yeah.
He
yeah,
said he has COVID, right?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Well, he's travel maxing, so I mean I'm sure he's been around a lot of different
He's
people.
also hotel maxing.
Yeah. And then the guy you were supposed to debate said he had an emergency or something, Alex?
Yeah, he said some kind of I guess he's an electrician. He works for like down power lines or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I will say with that RPG guy, because I've had him on my stream. Sometimes I can't tell if he's trolling or not. Like the way he says stuff, he'll just say something. I'm like, wait, are you being serious? He's like, yeah, and he's like, no. So I was like, okay.
Playing with fire, change your YouTube name, but how? It's just a phone number, so I'm just gonna be calling on my cell phone. I don't know if they would be able to tell it was me unless I say it's me.
Myron Woman, you bad enough.
Unless my number like comes up on like some kind of like
Banana Cell has the kung fu.
locked like fucking caller ID where like you're just like oh
Yeah.
So
Yo.
How's it going, Brad?
Hey.
this is a funny comment. I wasn't gonna talk shit though. I was just gonna literally like call him out on the fact that he talks about how it's important to debate people and he runs away from people debate.
Yeah, that's funny.
Debates.
I do like the Jesus during
Also,
church.
he's been dodging you in debates.
He's been dodging. He's been running away like a North Korean escaped refugee.
That's interesting. Someone's saying they would call in. I think what's that guy's name? Nunya Beeswax.
I'll call my voice and phone for y'all. But how would I be the one speaking? Like, how would we do that? Like, would you three-way call me in? Like, would you three-way dial me in? Like, what would be logistics of that?
I think you should probably give it a shot, man. You know, just
Alex, do you have any helium on hand?
No, I don't.
Damn.
Indian peas to the party.
Hey, long time no
Indian
see.
How you doing?
pea.
I know we missed you.
All right,
Here I am.
let me try. Because you're associated with 21, I'm not even associated with them anymore. I did one speech for them.
Oh no, there's a whole theory
Associated by
that
default.
there's a whole theory that you work for him and then you like recruit people to try to infiltrate the black pill, and that I'm in your cult.
Sounds like Illuminati.
Yeah,
It really does. Yeah.
Courage.
I love it. I just kind of facilitate the idea by making videos about it, but you know what else.
All right, I'm gonna dial. Just if someone comes to start speaking, no one say anything.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Better that you bully him than someone else really bully him for real. And he won't be able to fucking figure out what the hell's going on. It's better that he gets
How the fuck do I?
a little pain now later. Within the safety confinement of his older brother.
It doesn't take you right away. It might be a long time, bro.
He doesn't know how to move around in the real world.
If at all.
This is why bullying is so fucking important, because you gotta.
I don't want to listen to fucking Myron rant. Where's the part where I pay money?
No, dude, so you could be on there forever and not even get on. But if you were to pay money to get on, what you would do is like in there, like you would super chat them and be like, "Hey, I want to get on."
Oh, but if I do,
We got to come up with some strategery, fellas.
But dude, but to be fair, like this happened organically. So there used to be like a shitload of people calling at one time, and it was like really random. So then people started being like super chat like $50 and be like, "Oh, can I get on?" And then somebody else would do like 100, and then like so on. And so yeah,
dude, if you're gonna pay $100 to ask Myron a question, you are a faggot. How do I? Okay, but if I super chatted that from my PWF,
dude, they're not gonna take you. I mean, maybe do like an anonymous account, but they're not gonna be like, "Oh, playing with fire just sent 100. Let's have him on."
Yeah. So it needs to be like someone would need to like super chat on my behalf, and I would just pay them back or something.
Yeah, we need like a Russian spy or some shit. Pun not intended, but.
Wait. So it works. Okay, so just run me through this again. So I call in the number. Then they at the same time someone needs to super chat and said, "Hey, $50 to get 201-290 to the top of the list or something."
Yeah. So what everybody does is like they'll call in first, and then they'll super chat like, "Hey, this is the last 4 digits of my phone number," and they'll super chat like X amount of money, and then hopefully the producer will see it. And then it'll be like, "Oh, okay, so and so super chatted his money. Okay, let's move him, have him jump the line." But the producer might not see it though. So
this
the producer has to see it. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yo, NDP, you want to do it on your end, and I'll just pay you back 100. Actually, fuck it. It's a
Sure.
That'd be interesting.
How do we?
So what do I need to do?
I think you need to go on go into their live
channel. Okay. Let me see.
And we have
Purple
to
Jester said he would do it.
And that was a great Russian joke, Stefan. Thank you. Venmo Greg. Yeah, I mean, Indian P might be a good candidate for it.
Yeah. As long as he's not logged in with a PWF account. I think I'm actually banned from their comments. Like my comments don't show up. I literally commented on their video when they hit 1 million and say, "Yo, I don't like you guys, but congrats on hitting 1 million." Like that didn't even show up. Right.
That's crazy, yeah. Bastards, bloody bastards.
Okay, so I'm gonna make that call. Let's see.
Wait, call?
And
No,
I have to send them a super chat, right? But then
I'm gonna make the call.
yeah, but okay, you're gonna make the call. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
So how much?
Subscriber only chat. Fuck, I'm not subscribed.
Jesus Christ! These
you
guys
have one
so
job, Indian P.
Oh, only channel subscribers of 6 hours or longer can send messages.
Ah, damn.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay,
either.
we need
wait. I think I can still send a super chat. Yeah, I can still send a super chat. Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense. They're not going to turn down money.
How much should we do? Like 100 or something?
I don't know. Up to you. 100.
What do you think, Brad? I mean, you're like our local Fresh and Fit rep.
Bro, you gotta do at least 1,000, bro.
Nah, no fucking way am I spending $1,000
There's no
today.
fucking way we're doing that. Fuck that shit.
I don't got that kind of money.
Yeah.
No, come on, real talk. How much like is it from your experience?
Dude, well, I've never done it, but I've seen people pay like 1 to 500.
Jesus Christ.
But again, to be fair, like they never ask them. People just do it. So.
Okay, I know you've said that like 5 times. I get. Okay.
But my name is going to say Indian PE. I'm pretty sure Myron fucking knows who I am.
Oh, it is going to say Indian PE?
Yeah.
Shit.
Can you? Fuck. We need someone. Yo. Can you do it, Greg? And I'll just fucking Zell you.
Let me switch account to like some weird.
Okay. Yeah, you can use my. If you want to use my name, go for it.
So I did. I switched the account. Can you guys? You can. Okay, cool. I'm still here. Okay, so I switched the account. I'm gonna subscribe to it, but still, I can still send a super chat. No. I mean, in the new account, my card details are not there, so I don't even get the option of super chat. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, can you do it and I'll Zell you?
Like, do you have to be subscribed to Fresh and Fit?
No, it seems like you can.
Don't have to. You can still send.
So what I do, I just hold up. Let me see this. I'm gonna try my other phone.
Have you bought anything on YouTube? Like, is your card already?
I think so. Yeah. All right.
Then you should be able to send. So
yeah, Myron doesn't know who the fuck I am. Okay, so I'm going on Fresh and Fit. Hold up. Let's see. Fresh and Fit. Call-in show with Rollo Tomassi. Okay, click it.
More to it than just.
I'm gonna mute. I don't feel like listening to Rollo.
Okay. So let me call in and then you do the super chat.
Okay,
so
let me know. Should I have it ready before you call in? So
yeah. Have it ready. Have it be like do like $60 and say 8939 last 4 digits or whatever.
8939. All right, 1 second. Subscribe.
Let me call him.
This is hilarious.
Wait, let me see. Live chat.
I hope nobody's from the chat. Like,
I know if we have spies.
They'd have to like seriously like pay a lot of money to super chat that though, with how many comments and shit. Like, I think it's okay.
They wouldn't be able to read you.
So the first time I called in was when Rollo was there back in April, and I just want to take a moment to thank all 3 of you at the table for the work that you've done.
What do I say? 839?
8939.
On that call, you recommended that I
ending in 8939.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. I got you, Brian.
Text Myron.
Hold up. 8939.
When it's no longer live. If you are looking for a circle of men who...
So I'm gonna put in bring up caller ending in 8939. That's what I'm doing right now for $100.
There's really no excuse. It's one of the best decisions that I've made.
It's gonna be the highest super chat so far.
Thank you, all 3 of you guys, so much. I try every day to be an example in the community.
Let's do this.
What can happen.
Are you able to send? I don't see anything yet.
It's sending now. It just went through.
Apply what Fresh and Fit tell you, and the lessons to the rational male, and just really take it to heart.
See?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah.
From a fucking fat
The best use of $100.
Hold this fucking line and make things happen. And I have the 3 of you to thank.
Oh my god.
For Myron,
they fucking let him in.
a few times ago and asked about call-in shows for Money Mondays, just because you have so many kick-ass guests.
Hopefully.
That would be really nice to be able to have that.
Oh my god.
I just have a very brief question for Big Mo. Well, when you're finished.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Money Mondays with guests, you got to remember, guys, that like a lot of creators like are not really cool with doing things live, like answering questions live.
Shout out to Greg Lurk for the big 100.
Just put it this way: not everybody's as flexible as us, bro.
Yeah.
You guys just keep it in mind. But maybe in the future we could do it where with certain creators that we might bring on for Money Mondays. We can have. I would love to see you get Jason Harper. That would be okay. And Big Mo, go ahead. It's your question. Big Mo, can you tell us why you never fail to even finish your tail while you read the rational mail? So I can tell these bitches to go to hell. I didn't see that one coming. All right, cool. Hey guys, just so that we can prioritize and make sure we get the highest quality questions, man. We're gonna go 20 and up from this point forward, and then we're gonna go ahead and kill the. But if you donated before, we got you. Don't worry. We'll try to get through as many of these calls as possible. But we got a quick word from our sponsor real fast. Help y'all say something.
Fucking Alex, your facial expression.
This episode is sponsored by Rocket Money. Hey guys, it's Marion Gaines here. Are you wasting money? You guys know how much I yell about wasting money. It's because Fresh and I have been there too. You remember us telling stories on how we used to waste money on subscriptions. We're not the only one. 80% of people have subscriptions they forget about. Maybe for you, it's unused Amazon Prime account or Hulu card that never gets streamed. There's this great app I use that helps me track all my expenses, and because of it, I no longer waste subscriptions I don't even use.
I can. I told you right. From my new apartment, I can see them. I can see the.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
For you, whatever you still don't want.
Okay.
Like mine, you even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for.
Should throw a poop bag at the,
double charge
from here.
for a subscription. Cancel subscription. All you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Get rid of useless subscriptions.
You guys can keep the combo going. I'll just turn the volume down on my end.
No, I am so invested. Like I'm watching this on my
Yeah,
TV,
I'm
but then I
entertained.
have you on my phone, Alex.
I'm actually looking
Waiting.
forward to see this. You know, if you don't
I
have it.
know. It's like all I can think about right now.
Let's go with 1169. And guys, please don't delete it again. I might actually get that app. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, good evening. Hey, what do y'all think about male birth control?
Oh my god. Fuck.
So look at some numbers here. We all know that men don't have the rights in this country. I think that
The look on Myron's face right now is hilarious too. He's got the what the fuck look.
you know, the physical use is about 88% to 90% of that, right?
Well, Caesar, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Saying like 1 in 12 times you're at risk.
Greg, are you wearing pants?
Am I wearing pants? Yes, I'm wearing pants.
Nude colored pants.
Yeah, but I'm not naked. Don't get your hopes up, Ashley.
I'm thinking about.
Yeah, is that Rollo?
It does involve that. Donating to a sperm bank, paying the approximate $500.
I have the biggest super chat so far.
Per sample, $5 per year, and then
Jonathan donated $20.
Yeah, I saw that.
Using that said sample when you are ready and willing, and able to, bring a child.
Yeah,
to
Alex, I'm not sure if you're gonna get on, bro, because they could have already had like 12 people pay like $500.
Is it because you're fucking so many bitches that this
What?
is a problem?
Yeah, Mateo, I don't think so, man.
Can you hear me or no?
I had to turn my volume up.
When I get this question,
I said I don't think you're gonna get on because they could have already had like 12 people pay like $500 or something.
I don't know. When did it
No, I
start?
think we have the highest super chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
doing it. It's basically
I seen like a
Right now.
61, but I haven't seen anything like 100 or more.
Yeah, I think we might be able to actually get on.
Yeah, I'd actually be really interested in that. I think that you guys would make out a pretty good debate. My personal opinion.
They're probably going to hang up.
I know they will, but that'll be just like a bad look on them.
is a vasectomy and freeze my jizz.
The fuck is he talking about?
So freeze your jizz before the vasectomy, and then use that.
This motherfucker's talking about freezing your jizz. Get the fuck out of here.
Afterwards, it would be a medical procedure.
Oh my
And
god.
how do these weird people have $60?
What do you mean by that? Because condoms are very effective as far as like to not have children and to prevent STDs or STIs, whatever you want to call it. So
Jesus Christ. I'm just becoming dumber by the second.
no, see that's something I disagree with Myron right there. Do not count on condoms. Do not count on condoms.
What happens to 90% means that 90% means 10% of the time you're at risk. That's a big difference.
For what? For having a child?
Still out of the airplane, you said it was 10% that you die.
What? Are you talking about having a child or STD?
Oh yeah, Ashley said she accidentally.
Yeah, Ashley
dropped
said,
out.
yeah.
You know the question. Because it sounds like you're
Yo,
talking
yo,
about.
Facts, bro.
Are you wait. It's actually 98% effective, if I'm not mistaken. Are you worried that you're gonna have to
Come on, Myron.
To your future wife saying, well, I got a vasectomy because I was fucking
No,
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that.
you can have a baby? Yeah, bro,
I'm not worried about that. I'm just bringing it up. I
It's
didn't have
effective.
to.
I don't understand. You're calling in about a 2% chance of something happening.
You're putting the cart before the horse.
Oh my god.
What I'm saying is, if we as men freeze our sperm and then decide to unfreeze it when we are ready to have a baby with our loved one, that gives men the choice of when they're gonna have a baby.
No one cares. Let me fucking troll Fresh and Fit for God's sakes, you motherfucker.
Meanwhile, every guy who can do that is outbreeding me. What's the question?
No one cares about your fucking breeding, bro.
I-
This guy paid $50 to talk about breeding with Myron. Jesus Christ.
And unfreezing his sperm.
Hey, bro, I'm thinking about unfreezing my sperm. You know, I got a big load. You know, I saved
And I'm
up.
ready
You know,
for
it's in my tissue. You want to see it, Myron? It smells like jizz.
I just need a woman. I just need a woman in my life, and I will have kids.
It would be a societal disruptor, and now you're just trying to fast forward and say, well,
Good old Myron.
this is a workaround. We freeze
Jesus
our kids,
fucking Christ.
and we get
Oh.
and when finally the loved ones, we have to explain to them that
That's
it's
possible.
frozen and we have to-
Myron recognizes the number. That's possible.
We got superior technology at TWF. That's the only explanation.
The reason why that's infected, like, why give
I don't think so. I don't think he remembers it.
Because people will say, well, if we took the male pill, then finally.
I mean, he has so much grudge blood in his life.
You know,
He could just be
like
taking it to his grave. He might even
have
have tattooed your phone number on his forearm.
So,
What do you mean by outbreeding? I'm trying to have maybe two children with one person. I'm not trying to have a lot of
Myron for advice on like having.
or should we all adopt this and therefore we can bring down? Well, I think that in today's society, so you look at raising a child, so you brought up the idea that 25,000, I think it's a great point. But average child support is going to be about $500 a year, $500 a month. You know, so 6,000, extrapolate that over 18 years, you're pushing that. And then, there's a study that says raising one child is greater than $100 million, and that's, that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And it's only going to go higher. So I think for most people, obviously having 1 to 2 children, with this
Oh my
here's the
god.
solution. You go do that and tell us how it works.
So I'm just bringing it up as an idea to see what y'all thought.
I don't think.
I'm probably gonna get 30 seconds of airtime and 20 minutes of bitching about me. Yo, man, no oxygen, bro. He's fucking clout chasing, bro. Yo, fucking no oxygen, bro. Yo, this fucking Alex guy, man, fuck him, man.
Myron said,
effective. I don't know why you're concerned with, like, you're going to be good when you
98% is 1 out of 50, Myron. And you know, how many women do you suggest that men have sex with before they get married? You say like 30 to 50, right? Bro. And so 1 out of 50 chances. You said 98%.
Jesus Christ, this guy's having like a full-on jizz debate.
You're at risk. So you're talking about having
I
sex with
I just want to hear about you sniffing the Kleenex.
This guy is so weird. How are they still having him like stay? Just kick
Hey,
him
Myron,
out.
random question, but when you jerk off, do you like save your jizz? Because if so, I'll be willing to pay like 500 stacks for your load. No cap, bro, but like where do your loads go? Like
Fucking dead.
no cap, bro, but like for real, man. Like, what do your loads look like? Like, do you have any photos, Myron? Can I see them?
Myron.
Oh my! Can you actually see the sperm swimming around in there? Like, is that how alpha you are?
$1,000, and we both jerk off in a cup. and we let our sperm fucking fly around and fight each other, and then we can see who's more alpha. You want to do that?
Who's the higher value male?
Interesting.
Which sperm is higher value?
I think iron sperm does well on sea.
So you believe her over what you can control. Oh God! And then you get mad at the guys. Really? For one.
Come on.
I think a lot of guys will
Get us
get
on.
with women with IVs, which puts yourself in risk in 2 points. One of them.
So, like, what are you gonna say if and when you get on?
Well, I'll leave it a surprise, but I have an idea.
Okay, I was just curious. Just curious.
Your question.
And
I mean,
it's
I'm gonna try to get to the
specified
point really fast before I get cut off.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's going to be specified towards Rollo, or
Yeah.
gotcha.
He's trying to conflate a female IUD, which he can't even confirm 100%. Yeah. With a condom.
Sperm.
I'll start off with like, "Hello, big fan here."
Watch all your content constantly.
Massive fanboy.
Make sure to tell him how much you love his.
I just gotta like not say who I am until the very end.
And then you say, "I really enjoyed that talk about all the sperm and the frozen sperm. That was real interesting."
All right. What's that called? She lied about the IUD. Yeah, she probably did lie about the IUD. Possibly. Dude over here calling about condoms. The reality is, big was not that chick raw that probably didn't even have an IUD in the first place, bro. God fucking. All right. Oh, God. 3 nights. It's part of the game, bro. You know what? Unmuted. All right.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
that's. All right. Bro, get 100. All right, cool. Look, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. What's up, bro? Hey, what's your question? Please make it like nice and concise, not like the last one. Right? What's up, bro? Hey.
Yo, is this am I live?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got a question for Rollo actually. So, Rollo, I've heard you say many times that you say the only way to challenge your ideas is through debate. So my question is why do you run from every single possible debate with me?
Oh, this is Alex from Playing with Fire. Because you never give me a fucking topic to go on. That's why.
But Rollo, I've made whole videos where I outline topics. I've literally made posts, videos.
Wow.
Where I have debated you from my going over basically your ignorance. Pretty much everything you stated in all of your rebuttal, whatever the hell videos they are, it's just confident ignorance.
But so why don't you debate me and destroy me in real life? Valuetainment already offered to moderate the debate. So
Understand that it is ignorance. It's from a position of ignorance.
okay, so you should be able to destroy me in a real life debate. Dude, there's so many topics. I've already made multiple videos. You keep using this as a lame cop-out. You say, oh, bro, there's no topics, bro. I don't know about any topics, bro. Like, we already have Valuetainment offering to moderate. Dude, I've literally replied to your post countless times with lists of topics, and then you always do the same thing. You always say, well, he didn't give me a topic, and then you ghost for 2 weeks. Then you use the same line. You say, oh, but, he's never given me a topic. I respond with more topics, and you're like, you just disappear. It's like the same shtick. It's become a meme on my channel at this point. But why are you so scared? Why?
How long have you been on the
Yeah, that's like something we can start off debating right now. This is like a cringe conspiracy theory you have. I did one speech for Anthony Johnson. By the way, wait, Rollo, you did like 2 or 3 speeches for Anthony Johnson. So you should be working for him more than I am, according to your theory.
Countless videos with Anthony Johnson. The entire reason you did the first video on the 9-iron rules of Tomassi was in response to whatever the fuck Anthony Johnson put you up to.
That's like the cringiest conspiracy theory ever. Do you think maybe it's just that I think you're wrong about a lot of shit? Like, so you think the only way someone could disagree with you is because someone else puts them up to it? You don't think there's any way that someone could just legitimately think that big parts of your work are full of shit? Like, there has to be some conspiracy theory, right?
Again, give me the fucking topic. To one, name one right now that you think is bullshit.
Okay, let's start off with your whole theory that Anthony Johnson put me up to this. Let's start off with the Anthony Johnson topic. Or how about this? How about your claim that I'm killing people? Wait, hang on, Rollo. Let's start off with your claim that I'm killing people by criticizing your content.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did, dude.
Here's what you want. Here's the deal. Okay, so would you like me to explain this to you in 8th grade terms?
No, I would like you to man up, grow some balls, and actually debate me.
I'm sure you are.
I would like you to look in between your legs, find something that resembles testicles, and actually man the fuck up and stop. Instead of debating random SJWs and blue pillars, actually debate someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
So here's the deal. When I'm talking about risking other men's lives, I brought it up on this show like just last night, as a matter of fact. So what I was saying is this: is that when I read you guys that testimonial of that guy who had a date with death. Self-delusion, yeah. Yeah, he was in self-delusion. So when you go and you look at those comments, when I'm given handwritten notes from mothers who tell me your work saved my son's life. I had a date with death, and now my children have a father because I found your book. So when I see that and I go, okay, there's a lot more to just the red pill than just like getting your dick wet. There's a lot more to it than there's social aspects or psychological aspects that go with it as well. So when I look at that, and then I look at guys who deliberately misinterpret what I say because they want to get a 30-second TikTok video with the TLDR generation thing, when I see that, I go, how many guys are going to be put off to my work because this dumb son of a bitch wanted to get likes and he wanted to get views and he wanted to get, he wanted to say, oh, I'm going to put Rollo, here's what Rollo's wrong about. Right? And so intentionally distorting what I have to say may in some way prevent guys from getting this information that could potentially save their lives. Right. I didn't say you fucking had a gun to these guys' heads and were shooting them. But that's the way you want to characterize it because you think that's more salacious. It goes right back to the 30-second TLDR bullshit again. So when I said that the potential is there for guys to not get life-saving information, that's what I'm talking about. I tried to make that as plain as day, but apparently I have to write it down to an 8th grade,
All right, let me respond to that.
So that's really what I was getting at, and I tried. Even just just last night, I tried that. Yeah.
All right, let me respond to that.
Unmute him now. You want him to unmute? What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I think you just completely strawman my whole position. You attributed a negative motive to what I do. Basically, the only reason that I could be criticizing your work is because I want to get some kind of clout or soundbite. It could not potentially be because I just legitimately think that you're wrong. So you just strawman my whole position, my whole argument, and you do this all the time. You constantly strawman people because you attributed a negative motive to what I'm doing, assuming that.
And yet you're going to come back at me and say that I'm strawmanning you.
On your stream, dude, and I have the clip, and I can pull. I just don't know why. Like, if you're so confident you're right, why do you run away from this debate?
What debate? Give me.
Okay, Okay, I've already given you two. How about we get into your iron rules, Rollo? I disagree with some of your iron rules. Oh my god, these fucking faggots. I knew they were going to do that. Dude, what a faggot. Oh my god.
You lasted longer than I thought.
No, same. Yeah, man. It lasted for a pretty long while.
Dude, these guys, oh my fucking god.
So they just hung up, right?
They just hung up.
Yeah.
This is pure faggotry. Like, dude, oh, name me a topic. Okay, here's a topic. Bro, name me a topic. Okay, here's another topic. Bro, name me a topic. Okay, let's get into your iron rules. Click.
Fucking loser ass fucking.
Because he knows he's gonna lose, bro.
Dude, what a fucking faggot. Dude,
That's
Rollo.
great.
Okay, I'm gonna designate Rollo the king of faggots.
What a little bitch. What an old man, fucking Gandalf, who's never had his dick wet. He talks about.
Just fucking
Okay,
runs
they just said that you called in because you're clout chasing, and then Myron said, yeah, of course, I don't blame you, Rollo, because I've made a rule that I will only debate my equals, and he's obviously way below you. And then Rollo said, yeah, he is. He said he's a super high functioning autistic. He's like that fat kid from Brazil. And then I came back.
Dude, oh my god, it's so funny. Like these guys will say all kinds of shit, like not to your face. Like say it to my face. Like these guys pretend to be tough. Like they're the biggest pussies ever. Holy fucking shit. Like at least keep me on and insult me to my face, and then I can get into it as well. But like, okay, well, we got to hang up the phone. This is making Rollo look bad. You know, Alex is making some good points. He's gonna bring up a debate topic. Quick, Chris, hang up the phone. Okay, Chris. Okay, all right. Anyway, now that he's gone. This guy is a little clout chaser. Him and his 100,000 channel. I mean, look at us. We have 1 million subs. And you, Rollo, you've written books before, man. Like, you're saving lives. This guy's just chasing clout. And, like, I think he has a small penis, too.
He wrote a book, therefore, he's a doctor. He's saving lives. Like,
oh, my God.
That's how medical degree works. You just write a book and you're a doctor. You can save lives.
Oh, cool. Dr. Roll, Taxi, Tomato. He's a little bitch. That was some.
This guy will just like run away, like, and he uses the same excuse. What debate topic? Wait, let me actually pull this up so we can like quickly dispel this narrative because I've actually provided topics countless times. Okay, let's just go to YouTube community tab.
Yeah. Anyway, the only thing they kept going on to saying was that you were definitely a clout chaser. That's all.
Oh
you're
my
doing.
god, this
That's it.
There's no way I could potentially disagree with them, like these geniuses. It has to be that I want their fucking clout. Like, cool fucking coke, bro.
That's funny.
Well, let me find the where I explained the debate topics. It's a little further back, but here we go. Enter tape in. Okay, I've done this so many times. Or 2 PWF contest. Deal where I lost massive respect. Okay, 100K party. This was slightly before 100K party.
Yeah, that's it. They
okay. There we go. The rational male debate. I want to make this separate community post. There's no way Rollo could miss it. Not sure if you're doing this delivery role, but I've already answered this exact question a dozen times. So here it is once again. But please don't do your usual thing where you disappear for a month and ask the same question once again. Here was my answer. So this is, I'm going to zoom in on this. Still waiting on that topic, bro. So I responded, I've already answered this question a dozen times. Here's one more time. Hypergamy, iron rule number 2, iron rule number 4, whether I'm a shrill for Anthony Johnson, your claim that I kill people when I criticize you, but don't disappear only to resurface a month later and ask the same exact question. What does he do? Disappears and then asks that same question. What debate topic, bro? Like, this question has been answered so many times directly to him. Like, here we go. 5 fucking topics. You don't like the last 2 because you think they're personal? Okay, we got the first 3. We got hypergamy, iron rule 2, and iron rule 4. Nope, that's not enough, apparently.
This is crazy. No.
Dude, I've answered this question so many times for him. It's like a meme at this point. This is
Wait, Alex, what do you think of hypergamy?
What do I think of hypergamy?
Like, do you think it's a real thing, or?
Yeah, I think there's elements of truth to it, but I think he overblows it, and I think it applies to both genders.
Oh, got you.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Like how he just, I just think it's so funny how he always uses that as an excuse, and then like just runs away. He's gonna keep running.
I think he legitimately is too old right now, so he's like, about that, like fucking, when people start with dementia, they forget what they said or what you said half an hour ago. About what?
That's
Wait,
so funny.
Are you retarded? I named 2 topics, and then as I was giving into my third one, the iron rules, they fucking kicked me off.
Well, I think you started out easy. Like, maybe start with iron rules and then see what happens. You know
what's
what I mean?
This person? Hold on. What's this person talking about? You brought little dick energy to a wheat waffles debate.
Little dick energy to a wheat waffles.
How can anybody?
How can I think it's physically impossible to do that.
Like, dude, the cloud chasing argument
Oh my God.
is so cringe. It's like, okay, according to this argument, you can never challenge people who have more clout than you. You can only punch down. You can only go after people with less clout or equal clout, but you can never criticize people with more clout because then you're just clout chasing. It's such
Oh, you know what? You just brought up a good point actually, because if you punch down, they'll say you're punching down, but if you punch up, they'll say you're clout chasing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to twist it for themselves.
It doesn't matter. Exactly.
I mean, Alex lasted pretty long during that call. I thought they were gonna like cut it off.
Same.
They keep for that.
They cut it off before I could get into the iron rules. I mean, like, yeah.
I mean, he was constantly just steamrolling. Like they have this. They want to first mute you, and then when you're talking, they don't want to stop. Like they want to continue talking. They want to talk over you so that people don't listen to anything objectively right you are saying, so that they look better because they're just screaming. It's like a screaming match.
Mhm.
Where people think like, oh, just because he's screaming louder, oh my God, W Rollo. Oh, how was he past his bedtime?
I agree. People that like have weak arguments, they'll like talk. It doesn't even have to be screaming over you. Like they can just talk and appear to be calmly talking the whole time, but they're still not actually giving you the respect to listen or let the audience actually hear you.
Okay, let me just address. I see this in the chat. There's a debate about oh, does Alex have almost as much clout as Rollo or not? Who gives a fuck? Do you guys see how often I debate people who have no clout at all, no YouTube channels? Who gives a shit how much clout?
I'm one of them.
Where did this idea come from that you have to have like almost as much clout before you can have a conversation? Who gives a shit? Everyone knows that this would be fucking dope.
I didn't even have a YouTube channel when you debated me.
Yeah. Like, who gives a fuck how much clout anyone has? This is such a cop out, like lame argument. Like, oh, bro, but like you just don't have enough, nearly as much clout as him. So like, that's why like,
some dumb shit.
Who gives a shit? It makes no difference. Everyone knows this debate would be like fucking YouTube event of the century.
It would be a pretty good debate, that's for sure.
I would, yeah.
Like already, the Valuetainment guys already offered to set it up. So it's like we got like a middleman who's down to set it up. It'd be in person, like big name channel sponsoring it. Like Rollo still like fucking runs away from it, but yeah, I mean, he's still gonna keep running away from it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like debates are always better with a good moderator.
That guy Adam, he's a good moderator. Yeah, he would be fair. If anything, he's more favorable towards Rollo because they know each other better.
Who is that guy? Like, what's his significance? I mean, to say he's a good debater. I'm sorry, or a moderator. I don't.
He runs Valuetainment, Susneck, Adam Susneck.
Sounds familiar, but.
Alex, do you watch much of modern day debate?
No. What is that?
Dude, it's a YouTube channel where he hosts like a lot of debates, and it's
Alex, modern day debate, James.
Oh, him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Dude,
I was my mic.
Yo.
I'm good. Yo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I wish America had more of a debate culture.
You too, Purple Jester. How's it going, guys? John.
What's up? Yeah, I was gonna say like when like. I get where you're coming from when dealing with Rollo. I don't think it was a little bit abrasive to call in on the show, like ambush him like that. But at the same time, he's been dodging so much. Like I understand that. I don't subscribe to the narrative that this is like new energy or like you're suddenly cloud chasing because, well, from watching your content, Alex, I feel like you do have like legitimate criticisms, and it's like there can be like criticism of like, okay, what tactics do you use to get this debate going? But at the end of the day, I think it is like genuine. So I don't know like what that Karen from HR girl was talking about, or it might be a troll. But yeah, I don't agree with that. And yeah, that's all I had to say. I mean, I feel like with Rollo, he was a book author that never he didn't know what he was signing up for when he wanted to be a content creator. So he didn't necessarily think he had to embody his own values. So now that he has to do that, he kind of runs away from people that can actually challenge him. And yeah, that's simply because he's like he was basically hiding behind a book. He never kind of had to really show how the application of his knowledge, all that shit, either in real life, online, through debates, all that stuff. So yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, but pretty much everybody here is correct. Like he's just like an old guy. He has old guy. He writes his book. He likes to talk and sound smart, but in terms of actual confrontation on his ideas, I feel like he's never gonna do anything that's gonna make him look even the slight bit challenged type shit. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a guy who says constantly that the only way to challenge your ideas is through a debate. He says in his book that you should debate people who think differently than you, and then he literally runs away from every single serious debate and only debates like blue pillars who he has a massive advantage with. So, yeah, I mean, it's just the hypocrisy.
Of course.
And I also personally think because his YouTube channel has almost about 200,000, subscribers, so it's not even that much of a difference when you look at it that way.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think even if he had 1 million subscribers, it wouldn't really make a difference for debate. Dude, I fucking had Destiny on my channel debate. Destiny has way more clout than fucking Rollo, countless times. Vosh, yeah, I debated both those guys multiple times. Like they didn't give a shit. So what is this fucking red pill obsession with clout that like no one else cares about?
Some people
he knows that he can't beat you. That's what it is. He knows it.
No, he would get destroyed.
I know one of the things with red pills, man, is they like to preach status and status and status. So they get real big into their egos and like, oh, if you're not the same status as me, you're not on my level.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's kind of funny when people bring that up. Like I remember Erudite came on. She's like, you and your 33 viewers. And I was like, well, you're part of my 33 viewers. And I think she just got even more mad and left. But some people care about like clout too much.
Yeah, can we get one of the Fresh and Fit like simps on? I see a lot of people in the chat who are like, bro, come on, man, like, Rollo.
Oh my gosh, please.
They're probably gonna say about what?
I think that would be pretty.
Let's let the Fresh.
I'm like Fresh and Fit. I won't cut you off. I'll let you make your points. I'll listen to you. I want like one Fresh and Fit fanboy to come on.
Burn.
Or fangirl.
There's a guy backstage who says he's a simp.
Karen from HR.
Bring him on.
Karen from HR, where are you now?
Who? The Bikini Slayer?
Karen from
Bikini Slayer, how's it going, man?
Yo,
okay,
what's
so
up?
I just want to say like what I mean by simp is like I like their show, but like I know I shouldn't watch it. But like I know all their like talking points. But I'm not like
bro. Don't call yourself a simp in like any context. It's not good.
Yeah,
that was like somewhat of a joke, but yeah.
Yeah, can you guys see me? Okay.
So, do you have a disagreement with what I did or with me?
Not necessarily like how you did it, but I guess I could sort of understand where Rollo's coming from. First, like,
where's he coming from?
Like how they think is kind of like, I guess, different than you in some ways. So they probably thought like, first of all, how you were talking to them. Not saying you should have like been nice to them, but you guys were both like kind of cursing at each other. So it was more of like a negative frame in a way rather than like a good faith debate. So they were probably already on the defense. Plus, like you tried to like engage with him before, and he's never like been like, how do I say this? Like positively wanted to engage. So once you came on, you already know he was already in like a negative state. He wasn't even going to listen to anything you said.
Yeah, I knew that he wasn't going to say yes. I knew that there's a 99.9% chance he was going to say no. So I'm not surprised in the results. But yeah, I mean, I don't think. I think if I was ultra nice, he would have said no.
I'm doing a live right now.
My goal was just to provoke.
Like I'm legitimately in a live stream right now.
And one thing I was kind of like, it was kind of like funny to see was seeing the
comments.
comments.
But wait, what I don't understand is when you say I understand where he's coming from. Where's he coming from?
He almost from like a self-defense. Like he's not like he heard your voice and he was like, oh, this is Alex from Playing with Fire. Like I'm not gonna like listen to what he says at all. I'm not gonna try and he automatically knew what he was gonna say, almost as if it was like a script.
Okay, do you think it's a bitch move that when in your book you say you should debate everyone, and then you constantly LARP around on podcasts and say, yeah, you should debate people who think differently than you? And and then you constantly run away from people who want to debate you. Like you don't think
and Destiny once went on what's it called, Saucecast, and Adam also tried to like set up a debate with him, and I haven't seen anything on that either. So it is pretty hypocritical. So
yeah, he's a little dick. There's no other way around it.
Alex, could you actually set up a debate between me and Kyler?
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because I would really, really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex. Alex, when are you getting wheat waffles on again, man?
I don't know, bro. Maybe in like a month or so.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay, so you said if I email
I'm still
you.
wanting to go at that one.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I still want to get involved on that debate.
Yeah, we can make it happen. Yo, can we get Karen from HR on? Why do the guys who talk the biggest shit never want to actually have a discussion?
They type so much, but no talking.
Yeah, I think it's probably because they don't want to get caught saying something or get caught like looking stupid on live, in an argument or debate.
Exactly.
Because that would hurt their reputation a lot, So.
Yep.
And their ego.
And their,
Okay, Alex, I'm gonna email you with my username in the subject line because I really want to get this debate set up.
Yeah, do it, man.
One thing I wonder about is like why Myron always because Myron seems like a smart guy. Like he was an investigator. I wonder why he also. I've never seen him do debate either. Well, except for with that one chick. What's her name? The single mom or whatever. She married some NBA guy. But other than that, I've never seen Myron debate. But I feel like he could if he really wanted to.
Yeah, well, I think because he's kind of scared to debate people. Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's what it comes down to.
I would say that too. I would say that Myron probably, if he wasn't as afraid, from what I'm, assuming, I think he'd probably be a pretty good debater. So I'd probably agree.
Myron, yeah, he would be pretty decent.
Yeah.
Who's got music or something playing in the background? That's loud.
Elon Muscular.
Is that Purple Jester? No, it's not him.
Greg, what do you think of your performance in your debate against Kyler?
Be honest.
He's muted.
Oh, no.
Doesn't even want to speak.
Oh, it went away. Yeah.
It was Brad.
Musk guy, yeah. I remember
No,
him.
it was
What's going on? Is it mine that's giving the background?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I'm sorry. I just couldn't hear.
I muted him.
Wait, sorry.
It wasn't Brad where the voice is coming from.
Who was it?
Purple Jester. I muted him because there's kids songs in the background.
Hey, Alex, I wanted to ask you real quick. So obviously I hopped on pretty early tonight, but for the future streams, could you post the StreamYard? Could you pin it so that it's always there when people come on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will. Oh, wait. I think we get Elevation X wants to come on, but he said there's too many people. Okay. Elevation, how many people would you feel comfortable coming on?
No. I think maybe it's the limit. He's talking about the limit, so maybe one of you should join.
Well, let me know how many people would you want on. I can make space for you. We got.
He said when you don't have 9 at once, and there's 10 right now, so I don't think it's the limit.
No, I think you said when you don't have 9 from 9 from once.
Yeah, but we have 10.
Yeah, but we
I guess he's not including you.
We can remove people who are
Semantics, buddy.
All right.
9 or 10, whatever.
Home court. All right, I'll leave. Alex, I have one more question. So if I want to debate somebody or debate you or whoever, I can just email you and maybe because you seem pretty open.
Yeah, of course.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, take care, buddy.
Good night.
All right, we got one space open.
He came on my channel a few times. The guy who just left. He's pretty cool though.
He says too much static noise. We fixed the static noise problem.
Yeah. By the way, I saw you and Elon debate about prostitution, I'd take Elon's side.
Okay.
Or maxing.
Yeah.
Or maxing.
Q2 says he'll debate any of us.
We don't have a massive disagreement.
I mean, with Q2.
No,
what, you and Elon?
No, me and Elon. Yeah, we don't have a massive disagreement.
No, it was pretty big. You were like, "Oh, nobody should ever do it unless you're 75 or something."
I mean,
like that.
I agree with it. I don't think anyone should.
No, that's not
The
what I said.
Hormaxer promotes Hormaxing.
Unless you're actually unable.
No, I
to
remember
debate normally.
you said something. I don't want to straw man, but you were like, "Well, if you're 75, then that's cool, but other than that, type
I
thing."
said that I wouldn't recommend to do it, but anyone can do whatever they want. I think it should be legal.
Yeah, it's been happening for many years. So I mean, like, if people want to do it, why not? I mean, I personally wouldn't, but there's other people that like it. So,
well, here's my thing. I think there's a stereotype that it's like one or the other. But for example, I got a good friend who lives in North Carolina. He's been studying game for a long time. Like, this guy's very good at pickup. He gets laid a lot. He doesn't need. Dude, he could get laid the rest of his life. But every once in a while, he'll go get a prostitute just because it's fast, it's easy, saves effort, saves time, saves energy, and he just wants to do it.
Interesting. I think from like a hygiene point of view, I'd be like worried because like, what if they got an STD or some shit? What if their pussy stank? But like, other than that, I feel like I don't know.
Well, okay, I mean, a good prostitute probably gonna wash her pussy, but
well, if you go to like
I hear you though.
Yeah. Amsterdam accent.
Dude, imagine a prostitute getting like career advice. It's like, okay, it would probably help you to wash your pussy. That'll keep the clients coming back.
Go to gyno
right now. I'm so fucking dead.
OBGYN maxing.
I wanted to ask Alex. Alex, so you said a lot of the times that Myron doesn't have game, but like, do you think that Myron has a high late count? Do you think that he has sex with chicks? Like, what do you think his success and Fresh, I guess, also is actually like with women?
I think Myron has intermediate level game, not poor game, intermediate. I think given his money and his clout and his over reliance on seeking, I think he does have a pretty high late count. It's probably several hundred, yeah.
Ooh.
So isn't that
What
kind
about
of
Fresh?
like, isn't having money and clout and having social skills enough to have a YouTube channel and all that stuff, like, doesn't that give him enough knowledge to kind of be able to speak on some of these topics in a way that could help other people, or you think it's
No, I don't think Myron has good social skills. I think his social skills are average-ish at best. I don't think he has good social skills. I don't think he has good game. I think he's like average-ish. But yeah, he gets a boost from his clout. He's pretty decently looking. He's tall. He's fairly jacked. He has some status now with the podcast. So
true.
Yeah, I think he's leveraging that, but that's not something 99.9% of his audience can utilize.
But don't you think that like, with the amount of things that they've built up, like Myron and Fresh started from nothing and they built up this huge thing, like how could they do that without having a lot of social skills, without networking with a lot of people, without having useful advice to say? Like, don't you think that their platform justifies their legitimacy in some sense?
Do you think Bill Gates has good social skills?
Well, in some sense, like for business, I mean, I think he could definitely conduct a business deal for sure.
But do you think he's awkward as fuck when it comes to women?
Well, maybe with women, but Bill Gates's platform is not like his business has nothing to do with getting women, but they're constantly getting women on the show. They're constantly interacting with them. Their whole thing is about dealing with women. So they've dealt with so many women, had a lot of reference experience.
How long have you watched his content though? Like, did you start watching it when he was already really good with women?
Me, like I don't really watch Fresh and Fit much anymore, but maybe I did like a year and a half ago. I did watch them a lot, but
and why was that? Because they had a lot of women on their show and they were kind of being good with women.
Because it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, I mean, that's what you've said. So I'm honestly trying to get you to just say that, like, when you started watching them, did they already have a lot of women on their show, and did they seem to be getting laid?
Yes.
Okay. So did you see them before that? Do you know how they started on this route? And do you know what got them there? Or did you start watching them when they already had quote unquote clout and that status or whatever of, oh, I get a lot of things, so I can keep getting a lot of things, which is what inherently a lot of women are kind of attracted to, right? When they think of money, status, clout, things like that.
Yeah, but that's also what they promote. They say like you should make a lot of money.
Right.
You should
But I
put
mean,
yourself
do
in that
you know
position.
anything other than what you've seen of them since they've already had this quote unquote clout? Like, have you ever thought about what gets someone to where they are and actually done the backstory on it? I'm just curious.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would assume it's like work, investing money into it, hustling, doing
Networking.
long hours, networking. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who Myron has networked with very hardcore prior to
Rollo
his?
Tomato.
Exactly. And
Richard
so,
Cooper.
right. And do you know how much? I don't know the answer to this. I'm just asking you. Do you know how much money people like Pearly Things or like Myron spend and invest in taking private quote unquote courses from people like this?
No, I have no idea.
I don't either. It's just an interesting question we should all ask ourselves. But anyway, I was just curious because.
All right, I will answer this question very simply. Before Fresh and Fit, I have gone out with Myron. I have seen him do cold approach. Okay, he's not a total failure, but the problem that he has, his biggest issue, is that he gets so butthurt whenever he gets any kind of non-compliance or a shit test, he ejects from a set. So what I would watch is like Myron go into a set, and then 20 seconds later he would storm out. I'd be like, "Yo, what happened?" He'd be like, "Yo, man, these fucking bitches nowadays." I'm like, "Dude, like, what the fuck? What'd she say?" "Yo, man, she like asked me this question." I was like, "Dude, it's a joke. Like, calm the fuck down." So yeah, intermediate. In all honesty, you can be really good at business, which I think Myron is, but have average to below average social skills. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see that as any way contraindicated. Let's get. We got Elevation X. He decided to join us with his presence.
Elevation, how's it going, man?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear
you. Oh, great. All right. Actually, so I've actually been on the channel before. Maybe it was earlier this year or last year. And ironically, I was actually defending Fresh and Fit then as well, even though I don't particularly agree with everything they do. But I think the first point I'd like to make to you, Alex, is that you have to be disingenuous to be a YouTube content provider and say you have no interest in clout in general and no interest in growing your channel, growing your presence, spreading yourself around different channels, hosting different platforms. I mean, this is part and parcel of the job. So I just don't see how it's possible to negate that or deny that.
Yeah, so I never said I completely don't give a shit about cloud. It's just not high up on my priority list. I prefer, to me, when I'm looking, and I think this manifests in my actions, I constantly platform people who have no cloud. I do it all the time. I'm constantly willing to have conversations with people who have no platform at all, or I'm willing to go on their channel. So yeah, I do. Like, it's not like I'm totally blind to cloud. I do keep it in my mind, but it's just not like a top priority. I focus more on creating good content, having conversations with interesting people. So yeah, everyone cares about cloud to some extent. The question is to what extent. And clearly, it seems Fresh and Fit cares about clout way more than I do. For me, it's not that important because I'm willing to talk to people who don't have any clout, and it seems like they're not.
Okay, so I would say this is a completely different sort of impression that you're giving now to the one that you were just giving previously 5 or 10 minutes ago, and to the impression that your fans like playing with Mahawi or whatever his name is giving in the text, because they were saying you don't care about clout at all. What I feel like is that this is now a redacted answer, because now you're just saying, oh, it's not my first priority. Those are two different answers. Not caring about clout at all versus it being not your first priority. You have to be careful with your language. But I can accept your latest up-to-date answer. But yeah.
I think you're.
It's just not important.
I think you're going into like. I mean, I can understand that you see him. It seems like he's changing the answer, but like your reputation is actually not the common factor. Like, there's not many people who actually say that Alex is a cloud chaser. And first of all, their argument is always like, because he's a cloud chaser, I'm not going to debate him.
Right.
So that's not like he's just saying that because, right? So they're considering or whatever, they're mentioning that Clout Chaser is the number one and only reason why Alex is doing this.
But Alex
No,
has
of
also
course, yes,
answered.
of course, we're going to get Clout more, but that's not the only reason. So that answer is
No.
not really changing. He's just making a more detailed explanation of where he stands.
Alex
And
is
he's not
answering
changing
the
his answer from
question
that.
from the standpoint of a debater. And he's thinking, are you trying to give me a trick question? I'm going to answer it honestly. To some extent, we all care about A, B, and C. To what extent, we don't know. He's just being completely logical with it. Like, yeah, of course, like to everybody, this is a thing. But is this the reason why I called tonight? No, it's because I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm pissed off. This guy hasn't been answering. He's chasing around. Like, this would be funny. I'm just ready.
Well, I'm not
to
pissed
answer.
off. I'm not pissed off, but I find it
Well,
funny.
sorry, but yeah, like just this wasn't a big deal to you. No, this isn't about clout chasing. If anything, the comments were primarily negative towards you, Alex, for doing it. But I'm just from my point of view, you didn't give a fuck. Like you were just like, fuck it. Like I'm tired of asking.
Okay. This is exactly why I said in the text I didn't really want to do a call with 9 people, because this is an obvious home court advantage of 3 people so far responding to 1 person. But Nitin, based on your response, you said that he added more detail. By definition, that is a change. But what I wanted to say was there was also a difference between Myron's reaction to Alex and Rollo's reaction to Alex. Rollo's reaction to Alex was basically like, give me a topic. And what he meant by this is give me something substantial. Give me, and not like these sort of like issues between you and Rollo. I think he meant like a manosphere debate topic. Whereas Myron, I don't know if you caught this part, Alex, but at the end of the cast, he said like, the phone call, sorry, he said something like, I'm not particularly interested in debating someone who is like below me, like either my peer or above me, or, you know, taking advice from my peer or above me, but not below me. So Myron wasn't interested in taking anything you had to say, but I think Rollo kept reiterating that he was giving you a challenge. And yeah, by the way, I think that Rollo would agree. I think he would agree if you made the debate challenge in like a 4 or 5 minute video and made this very explicit terms and parameters of a debate. I think he would have to agree.
Okay, bro. I have done this countless times. I just showed. I don't know if you were there for this, like 20 minutes ago. Rollo commented. I respond to his comment. I've done this countless times. I made videos. I made community posts. I made comments to his thing, giving him specific topics, and he always does the same thing, and he just goes. I was about to get into the iron.
Yeah, but
rules.
on the phone call, you did not give him a specific topic.
Wait, hang on.
I didn't hear anything specific.
Because he was basically
First of all, there's 2 specific topics. One, his claim that I'm secretly working for Anthony Johnson. That is a pretty worthwhile thing.
Yeah, but again, that's trivial. That's between you two. He's talking about a manosphere topic.
Okay, well, he didn't prerequisite what he's saying. Give me a manosphere topic. He just said, give me a topic.
Number 2.
You need to read between the lines, because that's what the show is about. It's not about PWF versus Rollo. It's about this specific topic, the manosphere topic. I didn't hear a very detailed topic or a debate proposal that was detailed. I just heard. I think you were both being cocky. I heard you both challenging each other back and forth, but I had no real substantial topic issued forth by either of you, to be honest.
I'm gonna ask you a yes or no question.
The iron rule
that I was taken off the air as I was giving them a substantial topic, including like by Iron Rules. Is it true that they literally kicked me off the show as I was literally getting into the Iron Rules?
That's possible. I don't know if I saw. I don't know if I saw that. I did.
Yeah,
I do know they took you off, but I don't know the exact reason, like in the context of why they took you off, other than Myron making his kind of accusatory remark that you were beneath him.
Watch the whole thing.
Sorry?
Back.
Yeah,
You'll see that
as soon
as I was let me just answer. As I was getting into the Iron Rules, so to say that I haven't given Rollo a topic is the most disgenuine argument ever. I've done videos, I've done community posts, I've done comments, writing out the topics.
Yeah, but anyone can say that on a phone call. The point is to give him a specific, detailed debate proposal and plan.
I've done that.
My guy, you didn't even watch the whole stream to when he did. Yet you're calling on arguing.
I've done that. I invited him on. I've done that in videos. I've done that in community posts. I've done that in things. And I would have done. You may think that the two topics I mentioned initially aren't substantial topics. I don't think they are, but I was going to get into substantial topics according to your definition of substantial before I was rudely disconnected. So I've done this before. I'm going to do it again. And I guarantee you, if I started off with the iron rules, he still would not debate me. He does the same exact thing. He's notorious for this, is that he says, oh, what topic, bro? You give him a topic, he goes, and then a month later he comes back and says, oh, bro, what topic?
And one more thing to add, Mr. Rollo literally did 2 live streams as response to Alex's criticisms of the 9 iron rules. 2 live streams. So he has time, and apparently that's not clout giving when he's doing live streams, but he doesn't want to do like a half an hour debate with Alex regarding the same topics he has reacted to. Like if you want to go back to Rollo's channel, if you want to do your due diligence with your research, then come back. Then you can make such or whatever. Like you can ask these questions. But I mean, it's clear you did not actually see all of this. You're just basing it off like this.
No, I didn't say I didn't see all of it. What I said was that I didn't remember the specific part with the reason why they hung up or disconnected the call. I said I saw the follow-up reaction.
The biggest complaint that you called in with. That's the part you didn't see.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The biggest complaint I called in with was that there was no debate proposal in a technical format. All it was is blaster back and forth from both of you, because neither of you know how to properly conduct a debate. That's not how a debate works, either on his side or your side. That's just
when you need to talk. Can you not yell?
We don't need to.
Or can you turn like the gain on your mic down?
We don't need to. First of all, we don't need to do a formal debate. Neither one of us are formal debaters. Neither is he. Neither is not. I have never done a formal debate. He's never done a formal debate. So it doesn't have to be formal like that. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether we know how to conduct a debate or not. We can just have a discussion, get into our disagreements, and hash these things out. That's the first thing. The second of all, again, it is the biggest cop-out to say that I have not ever provided him with topics, because I've done that countless times. And if I wasn't cut off tonight, I would have given more topics. Now, I personally think the fact that
you're retracting, dude. You're going from I couldn't have a debate to I could have a discussion. Those are different things. If you want to have a discussion like we are now, this is not exactly a debate, right? So again, you're sort of backsliding.
Dude, those two things are interchangeable. I use discussion and debate interchangeably. I consider this a debate as well. This debate discussion makes no fucking difference.
This is not a debate. It's not a debate. Sorry, it's not a debate. It's a disagreement, but it's not a debate.
I feel like it's a debate, so you know.
I feel like it's a debate. It's not a debate by any proper parameters of a debate, of a normative debate.
Bro,
can you define it?
I actually have the definition pulled up right here.
This formal debate stuff is super cringe. Neither Rollo or I are formal.
Well, then why did you challenge him to a debate if it's super cringe?
Yelling.
Bro, you're the only one that there's so much.
And just having like a conversation, you know, and talk to him. Like it's okay to disagree on
this
things.
is literally just pure. Your whole argument is purely semantics.
Of course it is. Semantics matter.
Not really.
That's why they're called semantics.
Not at the point gets across.
Yeah, they're called semantics because words matter. They have definitions. They have meanings. We should use them in the appropriate context. We shouldn't challenge someone to a debate and then say that debate is cringe after we challenge the exact same person to a debate and then call it cringe. That makes no sense.
Cigars is
no, dude. I think the formal debate thing is cringe. I think you can just have an informal debate with people, right? And if that doesn't satisfy your definition of debate, then I don't know what to tell you, right? But do you think that if I had said,
well, you can do that all you want. I have no problem with that. But the both of you never even accomplished that. That's the whole point. Is that all of this is a big blowhose of lackluster. That wasn't a real debate challenge.
Bro, I'm gonna start talking over you if you keep interrupting me because like there's nothing I can do.
Bro, you could just mute him. You're the host.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Find people in this call.
You're way too emotional right now.
Let's second.
I'm being pretty neutral, man.
Okay. Anyway, once again, do you really think that if I had used the word discussion instead of debate, do you think the outcome would have been different? Do you think if I was like, hey, Rollo, gee whiz, I would love to have a discussion with you about these topics, do you think the outcome would have been different?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I mean, if you basically, if you changed your tonality, and I think someone actually brought this up before, instead of it being like the debate challenge, this is it, I'm gonna expose you, Rollo. If you don't go in with a tonality like that, and you're like, listen, man, we might have had some misunderstandings in the past. I think we can have a discussion about this. Of course, the results could potentially be different. Absolutely. As for the point about me constantly interrupting or being too loud, you have to remember that you have 9 people in here, and at least 3 of you keep over talking me. I'm happy to talk with Alex, but I'm not going to debate 4 people at one time in the sense that you use the word debate, right?
Okay, to be fair to Elevation, let's for like 5 minutes, let's just have a discussion between me and him. Okay, so you think they could be different, but do you think they would be different? Because I know for a fact they would not be different. Rollo would cop out the same exact way.
Well, I don't see how you can say you know that for a fact. We're both just conjecturing. We're both speculating about what would happen if.
Because he has run away from every chance to have a discussion with me in the past.
Yeah, but if we want to use induction as a principle here, right? Then every time you guys have interacted, you have both brought the same tonality to the table. So I mean, it's like the classical definition of insanity here is like repeating the same action and expecting a different response. The only thing that could potentially do is reap a different response as if you both went in with a different tonality, and I think you'd have to be the one clever enough to do that.
No, I knew that he was not going to debate me. I knew that there was no way that was going to happen. I knew he was going to bitch out. So my goal was just to fuck with him and troll him a little bit. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, you keep saying stuff like it's a fact or that you knew it, but I just don't see how you could. You actually do know that. I don't see how it's a fact.
Because
yeah, go ahead.
Because when you do something over and over again, you get the same exact result. You know that the 10th time you touch the hot stove, you're going to get burned. So this has been an ongoing saga with me and Rollo, where he has repeatedly, no matter how I ask him or what way I used to approach him, or if I use an intermediary, he always dodges. So this is like the 7th, 8th, 9th, I don't fucking know which time. So yeah, I knew that after 7 times of him dodging, that the 8th time, what he was going to do, probably fucking dodge.
Yeah, all right. So right now, I think you're agreeing that you are participating in the definition of insanity by your own words, because you already knew his response before he was going to do it. So this has to be about something other than debate. If you already predicted his response would be no to a debate, then you're doing it for another reason. You're doing it for the cringe reason of I'm exposing the king of the manosphere kind of thing. I think that's one possible motivation.
Nah, bro, I just thought it'd be funny to troll him.
Okay, there you go. So I mean, that's disingenuous straight away. So it's not a real debate challenge.
Well, I would.
Yeah,
wait, hang on. Do you think that if he said yes, I would back out of it?
I have no idea what you would do because you admitted that your intention is to be funny trolling. Okay.
Yeah, because I knew he was going to say no. I'm not a fucking dumb fuck. But I would 100%, if he surprised me and said yeah, I would 100% follow through on that and do every single thing in my power to make that happen.
Okay, now that's on the record at least. But yeah. Anyway, so when it comes to the second issue, so I think we can agree to disagree on this first part. Anyway, the second issue is about going back to that clout subject, right? So would you agree in general with the metric of someone who has whether it's we can use your friend John Anthony's examples, a large lay count on YouTube, a large sub count and view count, etc. In business, sales, marketing, etc. Would you agree that this is a plausible metric to use as a mark or a criterion of success? So in the sense, someone who has like 6 million subs and 1 million views per video, so on average, something like that, obviously has some kind of more credibility or authority than the person who has 100K subs or something on that level. And if we go by that level, would you agree then that overall these Myron and Rollo and all these guys have developed a system in which people come to them, which is not cold approach. That's a form of status. It's a form of basically have these other guys who are, you know, bringing in these women to them, and then this is doubling their clout, and it's getting bigger and bigger and better. And this is a different way of filtering a system of pulling than going out and doing your, you know, 90-10% ratio. Like, oh, 10% might say yes, 90% might say no. I think the better instance in this situation is the fresh and fit system of pulling people in, using clout, using status, using warm approach. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, sure. But what percentage of people do you think that system will apply to? Do you think that?
I have no clue what the percentage is, but I would say it's an easier way to flow through a system like that.
It's easier to get laid. It's easier to get laid if you have clout. What percentage of fresh and fit audience do you think have clout? Once again,
I'm not referring to their students. I'm referring to them, because this is an issue of clout between you and them.
Okay. Are you referring to getting laid, or are you referring to debating?
Well, I mean, so I'm referring to specifically. So there's been an argument about clout, right? There's been an argument about clout, and I'm taking, let's take clout, let's use that as a metric across board, not just for PUA, but for YouTube. Let's use it for business. And based on that rhetoric, they're saying they wouldn't go to someone who is below them and take on their advice. And so they're saying that in this sense, there's some sense in which you are below them, and that you can't give them advice, because even if you are a pickup artist, even if you are doing cold approach, etc., day game, whatever, you're not filtering women through the same system that they have, which is at least they perceive, and a lot of us perceive that to be a better system. And this, even you, I think, said it would be easier and you'd get laid more. So why would they come to you?
Okay. It's a better system for getting laid. Sure, it won't apply to 99.9% of people. 99.9% of people don't have the luxury of having clout. Sure, it's a lot easier when you're a billionaire to fucking fly a doctor out to your house. It's better than going to the hospital and waiting in line. But that's something that 99.9% of people can't do. So yes, but when it comes to debates, I'm not trying to give them advice. I'm trying to have a debate with Rollo. And I think it's really lame to be like, oh, this guy has less clout than me, therefore I can't debate him. All the people, like, if you notice, I personally never do that. I'll debate people all the time who have no clout. People like Destiny, Vosh, they don't do that. So some of the people who I respect the most in the community are people who don't do this weird clout shit where they're like, I can only talk to people who have as much clout as me or more clout than me. So yeah, I think it's super cringe to use that as an excuse to get out of debates.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, I agree. I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, I'm saying if you use their philosophy, their way of measuring out who should be debated, who should not be debated, and the positive justification that they are giving, right? The actual reason that they are giving, that if you take Myron, at least in the case of Myron, less in the case of Rollo, but more in the case of Myron, that he doesn't want to debate someone who has less overall results than he does. Does that make sense in that sort of form of logic, or would you disagree?
Well, first of all, Rollo never said that. He never used that as an excuse that he
I said Myron. I used Myron, not Rollo. Sorry.
Well, it depends how we define results. In terms of like subscribers, yeah, he's got me beat in that department. In terms of like, but just because you have a lot of subs doesn't mean you're wise. Your advice is better. That's called a false appeal to authority. There's no correlation between number of subs and how good your advice is. I would argue all day, every day that my advice is a lot better. That I'm way better at picking up girls. I'm way better at game. I'm way better at maintaining relationships. Way better at all that shit. But yeah, he's way better at, clout than me at this point. Sure. I don't see how that plays any role in whether we debate or not.
Right. So I think it does play a role, because if two sides are going to have a debate and both sides are invested parties, they're both businesses, right? They're both trying to give a story to each of the clientele and each of their bases. This is why you should come and see our dating products, or our products to improve men overall. So you each have a piece of the pie to give. So it sort of does matter. Like there should be in this, at least in the case of this sense of the logic that they're using, right? That there is a sense in which people should be screened for pre-debate credibility. So people should be evaluated based on whether they are a competent debate opponent in the sense that they have a business. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, according to this logic, you and I would never be having this discussion because you have no clout to offer me. So, according to this, logic,
absolutely, I agree. Yeah,
you would.
I'm not really defending our position against them. I'm just saying if we use their logic, it makes sense within their system.
Yeah, but their logic is like really fucking retarded. Also, furthermore,
but how is that retarded? If you want to screen people who are competitors of your own business and you want to tell whether they have enough competence in the area of debate and because what they're representing in the sense is their business and their dating philosophy.
Subscribers only represent competence and clout. They do not represent your competence in actually dating, red pill concept.
Yeah, but I'm not referring to subscribers, because when you debate, what it comes down to is that you're both representing some form of dating philosophy or improvement philosophy for men. Right, so that's what you're representing.
All
so,
right, elevation. Are you where are you saying Alex was getting clout from any of this tonight? So just break it down that way. Just say very clearly how you think him saying this wasn't about clout is in fact incorrect.
I have no idea why you're changing the subject back to the old one.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We're talking about clout. You were saying how it is or what we're getting into the semantics of clout. But the fact is that you brought it up saying, Alex, you agreed with the Fresh and Fit panel when they said Alex only called in for clout purposes. So why do you think that?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. It's a straw man of what I said. What I said was that it's wrong to say that he has no investment in clout and growing his YouTube channel.
But why are you saying it's wrong? So you're saying that in part what they said is correct. If they didn't say it, would you have brought it up at all? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're the one straw manning everything, dude. You're picking it apart by splinters.
Can you? Okay. If you're gonna say I'm gonna straw man something, you have to be very specific because you're speaking in generic right now. So what have I straw man?
I'm
Give me an
taking
example.
notes from you, so I'll give you an example. The fact that you brought up clout to begin with was why? Because they said on their show he did it for clout. So then when I directly ask you, well, why is it you're arguing this point or agree with it? And then you splinter it off into other arguments. That is the definition of straw man.
No, that's not what happened. So what I was addressing was Alex's response
I must have not been sitting quietly
to their claim
to
that he is clout chasing. What he said originally was a form of, and what his people supporting him in the comment in the chat, which I was reading and responding to, was that I don't care about clout. Later on, he just said what he meant by that is that
no,
clout
he didn't
isn't
say
his
what he
first
meant by
priority,
that.
which
No,
is fine,
no,
but they're
no,
not the
that's
same
not,
thing.
You're misquoting him. Actually, you asked. I'm sorry.
Sometimes people speak hyperbolically
Thank you.
and shorthand. And then when pushed on an idea, they expand more. So this is not me doing a 180. When I said I don't care about clout, what I meant
again, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying right now that you changed it because you qualified what you said. Okay, so I didn't say that you changed it. I'm asking Ashley, what is my straw man? What is my straw man?
I explained to you very clearly what your straw man is, my guy. Like I don't know how else to do it. Like I just feel like you just want to keep arguing the same thing in different ways over and over and over, and it's going nowhere. And
well, you can feel what you want, but that doesn't answer the question. Give me the example of the straw man.
Stop erudite maxing.
Can I ask you why you're constantly screaming?
Can I ask where's the example of the straw man?
Sure, but
I already gave it, and he didn't actually answer.
Am I going to get an answer to the question of why you're constantly screaming?
If Ashley answers my question, maybe I'll answer your question. It's about courtesy, right?
Okay, Ashley, answer his question so we get finally a response to why he's screaming into the microphone.
So my definition of the straw man, Elevation X, is that you bring up something based on something very solid, a fact, something we all know and we all saw. And then when that person starts to answer it, you start breaking down their answer into different splinters.
That's not a straw man.
Can I finish? Or I'm sorry, I muted for like 10 minutes, but please continue.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish, Ashley.
Oh, okay. So then you start breaking down the point I'm actually getting at, the solid point that we're all arguing, and you break it down into little splinters or straws, so to speak, trying to break down the argument of the argument of the argument. You start going so far and taking it so far and so long that we forget the original point to begin with. That is a straw man argument, and that is how some people win
That's not a
debates.
straw man argument.
Okay.
That was funny.
Okay, you disagree with her assessment of straw man. Now, can we get an answer why you're constantly like fucking vocally raping the microphone?
I suppose my voice is next to the phone, so.
I mean, okay. Yeah, let's just try to keep the screaming to a lower level. You know, I get these debates. Can get a
Okay.
little,
Yeah, that's fine. Can we go back to the point?
yeah, we
then.
can
So
go back. The other point I want to make is, okay, if we're going to use Clout as a factor, well, Destiny was down to debate Rollo. Destiny has more Clout than Rollo. Rollo, what did he do? He bitched out that debate as well. So, okay, so if Clout is the main metric that, you know, the Rollos of the world look at, then why is he not debating Destiny, who has more Clout than him?
I'm not sure because I'm not particularly saying that again. I don't know why you guys keep assuming. I'm not saying that your challenge to Rollo was about Clout. I said that you cannot exclude Clout as a factor. I've said that at least 3 times now, even though Ashley tries to represent something else. I've said the point I wanted to get back to was about pre-screening, pre-qualifying whether a debate opponent is worthy of participating in a debate, right? Because I think you're saying that you disagree with that based on the logic that they're using, but based on the logic that they're using, both of you are businesses, both of you have dating philosophies, both of you want to improve the lives of men. So what I would say is it kind of does matter in a sense as to who is more competent in their particular expertise of their business field and their dating field, because what this amounts to is who is more successful overall, who has helped improve the life of men overall, who is the best at what they're doing in terms of their dating philosophy overall. So if they perceive someone to be a non-entity or super insignificant, then they're not going to debate them. It's kind of like I suppose it's. Go ahead.
Do you think Oprah gives like the best dating advice ever? Oprah, yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
But she has so much fucking clout. She has way more clout than Freshandfit. So according to your logic, her advice should be even better than mine or Freshandfit.
I don't understand how you're making this false analogy, because Oprah is not a dating coach. Oprah's not challenging anyone to a debate. Oprah's not.
Oprah gives. Well, hang on. Your logic is that like the more clout you have, probably the more competent you are in that field. So
no,
I'm asking
again. I don't understand why you're failing to understand the point. I've made it very clear, and you're not responding. So I'll leave it at that.
It seems like you keep changing your point.
It's not. How could I be changing my point? I'm just appealing to their system of logic and the metrics that they use to determine who they should or should not debate. I'm specifically referring to Myron here, right? Not necessarily to Rollo. That's a different situation. But Myron is basically saying he would have hung up the call on you because he doesn't respect you enough in terms of your competence and your expertise. He's saying for some reason he thinks that his is higher.
Okay, do you think there's a correlation between clout and competence?
Yes, and in this game, I'll tell you why. It's because game, in a sense, in a more broad sense, relevant to game is factors like marketing, how you market yourself, how you sell yourself. That includes variables including status and pre-selection, which are also relevant to game. So if you can do that competently over the internet, and you can translate or transfer those skills in real life in some sense, whether it's cold approach, warm approach, or whatever, then yes, of course, that is going to demonstrate that you have some sort of competence in this field.
But Oprah has way more clout than Freshandfit, so why is she not more competent than Freshandfit?
Because that's only one metric, right? It's only one variable. That's the answer. Is that she's
Oh,
also not claiming
so now Clout is like not that important of a metric.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying the whole time. I literally just said that 2 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, you were making it seem like Clout was like the most important metric. Now you're
No, I
saying
said
it's
it's
like
a factor. I said it's a factor. I didn't say it's that.
no,
only
it's
factor.
okay.
Bro, you've been saying
it's like
that
a
the whole
small.
time. Now
So
you're
it's
just
like a
switching
small
goals.
factor, right?
Changing goals. Yeah, you're just.
So it's like a
changing
small
goalposts.
factor. So you have to look at other things like I don't know, layer reports, receipts, stuff like that. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So by who do you think has more receipts, me or Rollo?
Out of you and Rollo, I think you and Rollo, you would have more receipts than him when it comes to cold approach.
What category does he have more receipts than me in?
The categories we've just been discussing.
So you think Rollo is pulling tricks from status?
No, not necessarily. I don't know anything about his life. The comparison I was making was between you and Myron. That was the explicit comparison I was making because he was the one who uses this logic. Rollo doesn't use that logic. Rollo uses.
I don't care about Myron because I didn't challenge Myron to a debate. I challenged Rollo to a debate. So once again, what category?
I think that's a bit disingenuous because you have multiple videos on your channel attempting to discredit Myron, Freshandfit, and Rollo. So it's not just Rollo.
Yeah, well, I think they're wrong about a bunch of things, but I'm not in this call. I did not challenge Myron to a debate. I challenged Rollo.
Have you not challenged Myron to debate in the past, and you have been criticized him for not debating you? Isn't that part of the overall situation?
This is a straw man.
I didn't really try to. I mentioned it like once. I didn't really push for it nearly as much as Rollo because I think the Rollo one would be a lot more interesting. But once again, okay, not to redirect. So, what category do you think Rollo has me beat in?
I just told you. I think he may have you beaten in status and clout. That's what we've been discussing. But I'm not necessarily saying that positively. I'm saying what I was referring to in that situation was Myron, because Myron employs this logic of who he debates, right? That's the logic that he uses to debate.
But does that status and clout get him more girls?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Does that status and clout get Rollo more girls than me?
It could if he used it that way, absolutely.
But he doesn't because he's married and he's in a monogamous marriage. So he's not getting more girls. And you said yourself that status and clout is not that big.
How do you know that? I mean, I don't know if you actually know that for a fact. I don't think any of us
He's
really
mentioned
know
that.
that.
He's mentioned that the last time he had a booty call was 40 years ago. How else do we need to get information that he's not getting new girls? Maybe his daughter.
To be honest, I just don't buy that either. I don't necessarily
so
think
Rollo was actually lying about his lack of results. So Rollo is being modest. This guy's actually like crushing it.
I mean, to be fair, to be honest, Andrew Tate just recently came out as doing the same. He's married. He's in an exclusive monogamous relationship.
Bro, are you fucking retarded? Bro,
do you think Rollo is like Andrew Tate? Do you think there's a comparison to be made there?
Well, I'm giving a generic overlay of people project a certain image in the media, something that they want to perceive them as,
elevation.
and that may or may not be true.
How many receipts with girls has Rollo shown?
I don't know. I don't consider anything that you guys have shown as a receipt any more than I think. John Anthony has shown.
I'll cut in really quick. Whenever we challenge you about some of your beliefs, you just play the innocent man. Like you just say, I don't know, I'm not aware. But whenever we like actually like when we try to get into this, you just like, I don't know, I wouldn't know, or things like that. You're taking away all the responsibility when we are challenging your beliefs. Meanwhile, you are actually doing that to us and not letting us actually.
Can you give an example?
I just gave you an example. So
what you did is you gave a generic principle of what I'm doing. What's the example?
Don't interrupt. So when Alex asked you, okay, when was the last time Rollo has had a girl, and you're like, I don't know, he has never mentioned it. That is a case in point right there. That's where you said That's where you're playing innocent when asked a question just to challenge your belief. By playing innocent, you're taking away the accountability that you need to
What
give an
belief are you
answer.
challenging?
You can just say you could literally just say, I don't think he's been with women, but you're not willing to admit.
I don't know though. I genuinely
So
don't know
that's
whether
the case in
how
point.
successful
I don't know
he
though.
is. That's
I
why I
don't know
see
though. You keep
Myron as
saying,
my
I don't
example.
know though. All right, listen. Whenever we're asking you a question, I don't know though. That's the case in point. I'm pointing that out, that you're just playing like removing accountability from yourself when your beliefs are being challenged, or at least questioned.
Yeah, but
not even
what belief?
challenged.
What belief?
Believe that he's more competent than Alex. Believe
Yeah,
that
I didn't say he was more competent than
did.
Alex
You
in
did.
cold approach
You cannot say
Where did I
something
say
and
that?
then when asked to repeat, you
So
cannot
do you
say
think?
that you didn't
Okay,
say
so
it.
Elevation. Do you think I am more competent than Rollo then?
Yes, I said that earlier. I said you.
Okay.
I said in my
Wait,
opinion.
hang on. Wait, so if I'm more competent than Rollo, then why should the debate not happen?
Oh, I said specifically where I thought you were probably more competent than him in the field of cold approach. That's what I said. Then you asked me as a follow-up question, because you guys never remember this stuff, the context. Then you asked me, so what areas do you think that he has more competence than you in? And I said something like status or clout.
Okay, so but that status and clout you think is getting him girls or no?
That's where I said I don't know. I said it could be, but I don't particularly believe every image that is projected by a content owner or provider on YouTube. It could be, it might not be, but based on the apparent information, no. I already gave you the example that you're better than him in this area, but the person I was relating to originally, because they are the one using this, I will debate this person, I won't debate that person, logic was Myron. It wasn't Rollo, because Rollo apparently will debate you, but you guys can't agree on the topic.
Okay, wait, hang on. Let's forget about Myron for a second. Let's focus on Rollo because he was the main topic of this. Okay, so you're saying that he has more clout than me, but overall I'm more competent than him. So then the debate should happen.
Yeah, I think it should happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's my point exactly. There we go. I'm glad we could get you to come around.
That was always my position. I said, according to the logic of Myron, how they pre-screen and vet people, then of course I wouldn't include you in the debate with Myron. I never said it was my principle. I said that's his logic.
But that's Myron's logic. We are talking about Rollo and Alex. It's two different things. Just an FYI.
Yeah,
I'm just addressing the situation on your channel in general, because you refer to your own videos. So I'm referring to the corpus of your videos in which you address each of these individuals.
All right, but I'm more interested in talking about Rollo because that was the whole topic of what we were doing tonight. Myron was just an accessory. I don't really care about Myron. He's not that interesting to me. I don't think he would be that as interesting of an opponent as Rollo. I think that would be way more interesting. And that was my point. And you think that he should debate me. So there we go. And we don't really have a disagreement.
Yeah. By the way, question: do you believe that you are more competent at over Myron at cold approach?
Yeah, definitely.
So do you consider yourself advanced?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I'm not the best. There's people better than me, but I'm certainly better than Myron. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would totally be down for a competition. He just gets too butthurt. That's gonna hold him back. So yeah, he would he would underperform.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how often they do cold approach anymore, but then at the same time, I don't know how often you do cold approach anymore either. It seems that everyone is selling it, but no one is practicing it.
No, dude, I went out last weekend and me and my girlfriend did cold approach. I mean, I don't do it as often as I used to, but yeah, I still, have all the same skills and I do from time to time. So yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, man. I think we got to the bottom of our issues. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Peace out, man.
Who's this? Alex Scoping. Alex Scoping. There's one
I
guy.
know.
Get him
Let's
on.
get him on and see what he's all about. As long as he doesn't show us.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Alex, open up the door, man.
What's going on, dude?
Yo, so like, isn't it kind of weird how like you made a bunch of videos about him, you went on a podcast and kind of chatted a little bit of shit. Now you're trying to devise plans on how to get like sneak attack him on a podcast. Isn't that kind of weird at this point?
Do you think calling into a show and calling out someone's hypocrisy is sneak attack?
Bro, come on, it's not like that. You were like, it was like some sort of like little. You devised a plan on how to do it. Like you can admit that.
Well, yeah, I devised plans for pretty much everything. I devised a plan for my workout today. This is going to be my workout with Sinister. I devised a plan for what I'm going to do later tonight, but doesn't mean that there's something sinister about that. So
you have a plan for working out,
bro.
Like,
That's that's kind of a deflection. You got it. That's a deflection.
Yeah, I had a plan. I make plans for literally every single thing I've ever done.
But this is different, though, is it not? Devising a plan on how to sneak attack someone on a podcast, that's different.
How is it a sneak attack? I would like to.
Wait, they're having a call-in show. They're having a call-in show. I called in. I donated a super chat. I challenged him on something. I challenged him on something that he constantly talks about in his podcasts and books. Why is that messed up? Like, what's so wrong about that?
Bro, okay. So here's what you left out. Okay, you made Greg do the fucking super chat. Okay, so it wasn't you.
He didn't make me do it. I did it willingly.
What?
I said he didn't make me. I did it willingly.
Okay, sure, whatever, semantics. But the point is, like, it was. You have to admit, it was kind of a sneak attack in that way, was it not?
I don't see it as a sneak attack at all.
Dude, if you get someone else to get on for you while you call them on three-way, that's kind of a sneak attack.
Well, first of all, I did not call him on three-way. I called him from my number. But yeah, it's not my fault that they're so super fucking ban happy and they banned my account from their shit.
That doesn't negate the fact that it is a sneak attack.
Yeah, that's not what I see as a sneak attack. But if you want to define it as a sneak attack, then you do you.
Okay, is it not though? Like if you get someone else to call in for you, were you not on three-way?
Okay, you keep saying that, but that's not what happened. I called in from my cell phone. Greg had nothing to do with the calling in. He just
really?
Literally.
Okay, I got you.
I just sat here and looked
But
pretty.
I got you. But still, though, getting someone else to buy, like you can't even do it yourself. Like you can't get on there yourself. It's a little bit of a. Can you not admit that it's like a little bit sneaky, like a little bit?
If you want to say it's a little bit sneaky, sure, why not?
Right, sure. It's at least a little bit sneaky. 15%. And the fact that you made a lot of videos about him and like you went on Value Entertainment podcast and you're like talking about him and like it's a little weird at this point. Like, why do you want to debate him so bad?
Well, because they asked me what I thought about Rollo, so I answered the question honestly.
Who did?
Adam Sosniak.
Dude, who's talking about them specifically? Like, this is BS, bro. You got to admit it's a little weird at this point, bro. You're making videos. You're going.
Wait, hang on. It's weird when someone asks you a question about someone you're disagreements with, and you spend 30 seconds.
You're not engaging. You're not engaging in good faith, bro.
Can you stop following every sentence with like bro, as if like you're like talking as like, oh, he's my buddy. Like,
bro, you're just chatting shit for no reason, bro.
Bros,
like,
come
on,
dude.
We can be buddies.
Trying to do, but like
we can be buddies once we unplug Alex Coping from the Matrix. Okay, so do you think? Okay, so do you think
that laugh though?
Do you think it's weird if I'm on a podcast and someone asks me what I think about another figure in my community who I have disagreements with, and I spend literally 30 seconds giving my opinion and answering that question? Do you
bro,
think
you're ignoring everything else I said. You made like 5 videos about him, did you not? You literally did.
Dude, it's not my fault.
He did 3. How about that? When are you going to point that out? He did 3, and they are longest live streams than Alex. So why was not that?
Yeah, we both made videos back and forth.
Oh, you did?
He did 5.5 hour stream with Alex.
About Alex?
We're talking about Alex and Kevin. You can go to his
Did
channel.
he really? Like a
Yes.
5-hour stream about Alex? Are you serious? Like, is that real?
Yes. Go to his channel. You'll find it. You'll at the end of the video, he does say, because of Alex, that is the reason why people are killing themselves. Like that's the tonality he uses.
Dude,
as
there's
well.
no way it was 5 hours about Alex. Like, come on, that's probably BS.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Maybe it's 3 hours, but like, come on, it's much
three
more than
separate
Alex.
streams. Yeah, it was a lot. If overall we add all the content I made on Rollo and all the content Rollo made on me, overall in terms of hours, he has me beat. He's made more content on me than I made on him, I believe.
Okay, well, if that's true, then then that point is out. But my other point, right? Okay, so I guess it's not weird considering the fact that they asked you a question on a podcast. I guess you answered. You guys made equivalent amount of like video content about each other. What else was there? The like sneaking on the podcast, which you won't admit for whatever reason. But
because I don't see this as sneaking on. I think it's a real bitch move to block someone from commenting and super chatting because you don't like what they have to say. Certainly not something I've ever done. So because of their bitch-like policies, I had to find a workaround. It's not my fault that they have a really fucking bitch-like approach to free speech. So yeah, that's like I can't be responsible for that. But no, I don't see this as like ultra sneaky. I see this more of me calling out someone who's a massive hypocrite who constantly talks about that you should debate people who think differently than you, and then constantly dodges debates. That's hypocrisy.
he constantly talks about you? Are you sure about that?
No, he constantly talks about debating people who disagree with him. He talks about in his book. So when I see hypocrisy, I typically call it out.
Okay. Well, my second point is
one more thing. We posted a shot on our on our channel of him specifically saying this on Fresh and Fit. You have to be able to challenge your ideas, because that's when you truly grow as a community. That's literally what he says verbatim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says. He says all this.
Did you really say that? Did you really say that?
Yeah, you can find the short on our channel. It's there
on our channel.
That's pussy. Then I'm not gonna lie. That's pussy.
Yeah. There you
go. Do you want me to play it for you?
Yeah, play it. I want to see this.
Okay.
In the shorts.
Give me like 30 seconds.
All right.
Who's playing music in the background?
Yeah, where is that? Is that like?
I can't tell.
Okay.
Yeah, on mute.
Found it.
That sounds creepy.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Serial killer maxing.
Proof Rollo Tomassi's a hypocrite. I'm gonna mute my mic so there's no feedback, and I'm gonna play this.
I have said in the past, the only way to test the strength of an idea is in the crucible of open debate. You know what happens when people don't want to talk about that idea? They try to kill debate. Yeah. That's why.
Dude, if he's sitting up there like fucking saying that shit like hard, then he's kind of being a pussy. I'm not gonna lie.
There we go. We saved another one.
I think a lot of people fall into this category where like they don't actually understand where Alex has disagreements with him and why Alex thinks he's a hypocrite, because they don't really see these things like in their peripheral. They're not seeing that Rollo is saying these things because they have idolized him so much at a point where it's like literally dick sucking, and that's like a very cult behavior. And I'm not saying that's you. It's just like you were able to quickly switch your opinion on him, which is very honorable. But most men can't do it like that from the community. Like people who are hardcore followers of Fresh and Fit and Rollo, they can't do this. Like they cannot even physically listen to something Rollo said that he's being called out on.
Yeah, and it's just like the Clout argument. Like Alex is going for Clout. I was believing that like 20 minutes ago, but the fact that he's sitting up there being like, you have to discuss shit, like the Clout argument kind of like gets negated by that, you know?
Exactly. That's why.
Can we get you to change your username from Alex is coping to Rollo is coping?
Do it.
Yeah, you can change it, man.
Hell yeah.
But yo, bro, I appreciate this. I'm about to peace out.
No worries.
Hey,
Wait, hang on. Let me save it. Rollo Coben. There we go. Got it. All right, cool.
Somebody's
Thanks, buddy.
Peace, bro. Hey, take care, man.
All right, we're making progress one at a time.
Let's bring on. I mean, he used to. I mean, he's still part of the mastermind, but what's up, Landon?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, what up?
What's up,
I actually had nothing to debate. I actually came in here a long time ago to like respond to Evo, but that was long gone. So I can leave or whatever. It doesn't matter. I was just chilling. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up pretty soon anyway. But yeah, cool, awesome. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, Alex, he's a very genuine dude. I don't give a fuck what anyone else say. I've been following him for a while, dude.
Thanks,
Very
buddy.
genuine,
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yep. So.
All right, let's just bring on like people who are backstage en masse and just like get over it. Yeah.
Steve, JP, Ramsey, how's it going, you guys?
What's up, dude?
Yo. Yo. Oh, is this the chat, dude?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give a guy, it's me, in my mid-30s, I'm in a long-term relationship with someone that is also around the same age as I am. I'm feeling a lot of guilt about wanting to break up with her because of just because we've invested a long time. And so what would you say to the guys, or if any of y'all ever gone through this, like, as a man approaching a breakup, but there's the guilt, and there's also a little bit of context too, right? The elephant in the room behind fertility and things of that nature. So just wanted to hear y'all's thoughts.
What advice would I give? Sorry, I'm just like nothing to do with. I'll like underslept. What advice would I give to someone who's about to end a relationship but feels guilty?
Yes, but specifically a long-term relationship, and then it feels like this one in general, because of the ages and all that stuff involved, this feels a lot different and a lot more impactful.
Just be really nice and empathetic and try to have a discussion with her face to face. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing. That's how I've done my breakups.
And also, I think you should consider the alternate whatever the outcome, right?
Yeah.
The alternate outcome is you're going to keep resenting her more. Yeah, there's going to be resentment both ways, because she's not going to understand that. I mean, she's not going to understand why you are behaving a bit colder than you are, right? Than you usually are. And you're actually like not going to enjoy spending time with her. But all of this is like the alternate outcome, but this can be avoided by ending, right? So you don't feel like, so the feeling of guilt is actually better than feeling of resentment and wasting her time and your time, right? So
Fair
think
enough.
of that term. So it's probably like Alex said, just being super nice and letting her know that whatever, the attraction has died down or whatever, something.
Yeah. All right, that's good advice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, buddy. JP, Ramsey, do you have anything to add before we wrap up?
Yeah. I want to say something, not really it may sound like it's in Rollo's defense, but I guess I'll let you be the judge of that. But this is my opinion. I think when audience or people on YouTube, when they grow an audience, they become a slave to their audience, and the fact that it makes it difficult for you to change your opinion. Because imagine if you're pro-abortion and you have an audience that's pro-abortion, but then you do some research and you decide, well, no, I'm not pro-abortion after I found out X, Y, and Z. Imagine how your audience would take that. And then also another thing is that if your income, right, if your revenue, if your livelihood depends on keeping that opinion, you may not want to have a challenge.
Big arm accent.
We'll go in 5 minutes. I'm about to wrap up. Sorry. Keep going.
Well, yeah, no, that's my opinion.
How you become a slave to your audience. So basically, it's like you're constantly chasing the high from your audience and validation. Yeah, I think Rollo's audience will respect him a lot more if he debated me. We have a massive overlap, so I think if he did the debate, it would only be a good thing for him. I mean, granted, I think I would win, but I don't think it would be a total slaughter. I think he's articulate enough to hold his own. So yeah, I think his audience would respect him a lot more if he did that.
Oh.
Granted, he probably already has their respect. Probably already has his respect, but the thing is, when he has that strong belief, and his audience probably also believes that his ideas need to be challenged, and he has accepted debate challenges from people who are considerably weaker, right? Like even like the whole debating that priest or something. That guy did not have clout. Like he did not have clout at all, but he still debated that priest, right? So why is he bringing that out?
Here's the real truth. There's a very Rollo is like Jake Paul. He cherry picks his opponents. There's only one type of people that he will engage in, and that's like more blue pill SJW type of people. More like he has never debated, as far as I know, a dating coach or someone who's like red pill aware. He likes to be like the like the red pill expert during the debate. So what someone who actually knows game and knows like social dynamics, that's like his fucking kryptonite, and that's like something that he does not want to debate.
It's true.
Yeah. But cool. All right. Any closing thoughts before we wrap up? This was an interesting.
Yo, I think Steve said he wants to come in for a second. He's backstage. He got kicked off. I don't know if you want to do it real quick.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
What's up, Steve?
Yo, Steve, you there?
Hey, yes.
What's going on, buddy?
Just want to say one thing to all my young brothers out there listening to this, talking about if you are in your teens, early 20s. It's so valuable that this is actually in public discourse now in this format. Yo, y'all, you have no excuse, man. You know about it now. Like I'm in my mid-30s. It was like maybe Reddit, subreddits, occasional YouTube videos, but like they actually have it now in the mainstream. At least getting there is very, very powerful. I just want to say that, y'all. Have a great night.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
Oh, cheers, man. Good shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we covered a lot of ground. This was quite enjoyable.
It was interesting.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back with speed dating either Sunday or Tuesday. So a lot of good shit ahead. I'll keep trolling Rollo probably. So yeah, we got that to look forward to.
Hey.
Appreciate y'all. Check out Greg's channel. I've been coming on his channel a lot recently. It's a
Greg
good time.
Lyric Official. Thanks for the plug, Alex.
Absolutely,
For
man.
sure, buddy.
Give it a follow right now.
All right, guys.
Take care, you guys.